couple chooses to get a divorce, there is a time period from the date that they decided to actually divorce and the date that the judge signs the decree. That time period, there's still many decisions that need to be made. And depending on whether or not you litigate your divorce or mediate your divorce will determine the length of period that we're talking about. In a litigated divorce, that time period is usually around 18 months if there's children involved. In a mediated divorce, it's usually about a month. That space of time, there are decisions such as who is going to pay the house payment, who's going to live in the home, where are the children going to live during the divorce process, who's going to pay the utility bills, who's going to make the car payment, how are we going to handle the finances during that time period that we are waiting for the judge to sign the divorce decree. A temporary separation agreement can be very helpful. When you litigate a divorce, the first action that will be taken by the attorneys is to file an order to show cause, which is a scary word for, Your Honor, we need to get some things resolved temporarily until you're willing to make a final decision. The same thing can happen in a mediated divorce. If you were to mediate your divorce, the mediator would first of all ask a series of questions, much like the same questions that I've just asked, as to who's going to live in the home and how we're going to handle the finances, and they will put together an agreement that the parties agree to, and they live by that agreement until the final paperwork is prepared and signed by a judge. So in either a mediated divorce or a litigated divorce, there is typically a temporary separation agreement. It's really just the amount of time that you're going to have to live by that agreement. That's the big difference there.